Hello and welcome. So in this video we're going to go over the data from within the simple level component. So now we've got two forms of data. In the last video you should have set your data values here in the component. So let's quickly take a dive into actually what they are and what they do. So first we got enum, which is data type, which would declare if we're using curves or data tables. So if we're using data tables, if you just click the little magnifying glass here, it should take you to it in the content browser. If you can't see this, obviously in the last video you had to click settings and then go on to show plugin content. So if we just open this up now, we'll be braced with a table which has a row name. The row name has to align with the actual row, and then we have a next level XP and a previous level XP. So if we want to add a level, we can just add a row here, and then we need to name that 12. And then down here we can put the next level XP, so we can say 80,000 for the next level XP, and then we'd need the previous level XP, which would be the one below, which would be 40,000 here, like that. So this kind of works for if you have smaller scale games that don't have too many levels, maybe like 20-30 max, and then you do want to sit here and input your own values for XPs. If you're using a bigger scale game or something like an RPG and you're gonna have something like 100 levels, you're gonna want something more modular. So this is why I've added curves. So if we go back to our component, we can change it from table to curve. And now if we open the curve itself, you can see 2 points here. Now these points are keys. The way that curves work, you can feed it in a time and then it'll print out a value that's located at that time. So if we use time as substitute for levels, so if we put in say level 1 or time 1, that would act as level 1 and it will give us 0 on the value. So if we go up to our second key, which I've set is 100 and then 10 million, so it'll be level 100 and the value needed would be 10 million. Now this way, if you come down the curve, you can see that as the time decreases, so does the value. So this kind of gives you your XP levels for you automatically. It's like procedurally generated. If you don't quite like the values, you can just right click and add more keys, and then when you add more keys, you can then change how the graph moves and everything. And if you click on the key, you can also change how the curve behaves itself. So very simply, you can just change your curve or how your level up XP system works without having to manually sit there and input loads of different data. So that concludes all of our data. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.